Okay. I'd like to ask you where you met Mama and who introduced you.
I met your mama one day down in Brevard County at a tall galley at the high school. Our superintendent called a meeting of the teachers. That was a big county, Brevard, 4 high schools in the county. And we were to meet on Saturday at All Galley. I was teaching in Melbourne, about 5 miles from All Galley. When I went down there, I thought, well, I'd see some of the girls from Stark. There was 3 or 4 Stark girls. And one of them was Jessie Thomas. She told me that she was boarding with the superintendent, which was a woman, in Shelburne. And she had a friend rooming with her. Well, when I went to that meeting, it was time for it to start. I looked in the door. There were about 4 girls from Stark, but I didn't see anybody but Jessie. So I went over and sat down by her. And she commenced talking. Says, Barney says, I got a friend I want you to meet. I thought to myself, it's just another girl. Well, she was in another part of the room with some other teachers. And after the meeting, Jessie introduced me.
That was it.
Like that, I mean.
That was it.
No courtship, you know.
Oh yeah. We went together about a year and a half.
Okay. And where did you get married?
Pensacola.
In Pensacola. Okay.
At her mother's home.
Okay. Now, we want to know what you thought about being a daddy for the first time.
Oh, I paraded her around, showing her off.
Proud of that girl, huh?
That was Betty?
That's
That
Betty.
was Betty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you found out you were going to have another one, and it turned out to be a little bouncing baby boy, what were your feelings about that?
Well, I was just elated.
Okay, and that was Barney. And then when you found out you was going to have number 3, it must have been the most terrific news you ever heard.
Then number 4 and 5.
And
how will I feed them?
especially number 5. Gee. Okay. Now we talked about all your children. Now let's talk about your grandchildren. How many grandchildren do you have?
17 of them. Just 17 is all.
And how many great-grandchildren do you have?
5.
5? You sure?
No, wait a minute.
I think you got another
a minute.
one. And another one coming next month.
There's 6 now.
6, and next month will be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about this big family?
Well, I think the Lord has blessed me.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
Because they're all nice and they all love. People respect them. And I'm proud of them.
Okay, Daddy.
Everyone.
Can you remember any special times when we were little that something kind of funny happened, or maybe you'd like to talk about some of the little trips we took, like the time we went down into Miami, remember, and Key West?
I had that in mind when you was asking that. Yes, we were all together on the trip. Then we had 2 or 3 trips to Pensacola when you all were little. Some of those trips were sad trips because we'd have to go out to a funeral maybe.
The one I remember most, I'm talking about when all 7 of us were packed in a 36 Ford. And the only time you stopped was to get gas.
What was the problem with
When you got 7 people packed in a 36 Ford and no air conditioning. And remember,
I tell you, the air conditioning didn't worry us then because nobody knew anything about it.
remember when we stayed at the motel and we woke up the next morning and there was crabs all over the ground?
Yes, that was down in Miami.
Yeah. And we wouldn't walk out in the yard because we were afraid a crab would grab us.